Tonight, join Laura Daniel, Tom Sainsbury, Ben Hurley, Brenley Stans and Vaughan Smith as we look back on the week and ask, have you been paying attention? And now, here's your host, Hayley Sproul.
Welcome to Have You Been Paying Attention, the show where 5 funny people get tested on whether they actually know what's going on in the world. And I hope you lot have been watching the news, because tonight you are playing for
$15 million of cocaine.
Later tonight, we'll be joined by our guest quizmasters, Australian comedian Laura Davis and wrestler Candy Lee. But first, let's meet our contestants. Filling the size 5 shoes of Ursula Carlson, it's Laura Daniel. His new live show is called The Man Behind the Mask, Tom Sainsbury. Comedy legend and cricket expert, Ben Hurley. She's sweeter than a hot cross bun, it's Taskmaster's Brenley Stent. And my third favourite part of ZM's breakfast team, Vaughan Smith. Great to have you all here. Laura,
Kia ora.
Filling in for Ursula Carlson, how do you feel?
I feel good. Yeah, she got a little bit injured, and fortunately I came out unscathed and established my dominance as alpha female on the panel.
Wow. Hey, your cat has recently
my
celebrated
baby.
a birthday.
Yeah, my baby did turn 1, a whole year old.
Wow. And she's been getting a bit of attention.
Yeah, it's been getting a lot of attention. I let my baby boy fulfill his dreams of becoming an influencer or a spokes cat.
Can we have a look at some of this hot content?
Oh, there he is. He's really playing.
Oh.
Yeah, and we actually got heaps of free fancy feast in the flat, so and it's delicious.
Great stuff. Amazing to have you as always, Laura. Ben, speaking of animals,
yes, thank you, I am.
Speaking of animals, you old dog, your kids have been getting a little bit creative, haven't they?
Well, yeah, they're a bit bored during the Easter break, so we've got a dog, actually, and he's a very noble hound. His name's Frank, but my kids are just at that age where they think anything to do with genitals is the funniest thing in the world. I'm not sure where they got that idea from, but I found the dog asleep the other day, and even though he's a noble hound, I feel like some of his dignity had been taken away from him.
Can we have a look at that? I mean, he's packing. Brinley, welcome back to the show.
Oh, it's great to be back.
Oh, great. Now, you are a real advocate for donating blood and donating plasma.
Sure I am, because I'm a stone cold ledge. Now, I spend a lot of time down at the old banks, donating my fluids.
How many times have you donated blood?
34 now.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Spend a lot of time down there. Every 3 weeks I go down and have a bicky and a chat to some of the people. It's kind of like a little party, a little reunion.
You do make it look like quite the party.
Yeah.
You look like you're absolutely thriving there.
Yeah, I was thriving that day, but I got a little bit sure of myself, and I booked an event to go to directly afterwards, and I sent this lovely photo to my partner from the bathroom. No alcohol was drunk this night.
You are a different colour.
Yeah. I think I should go back and ask for it back, because it looks like I need some plasma.
Just pop back like half of what I gave.
Yeah.
All right, team, it's time to dive into some news. Hands on buzzers.
I'm nervous.
Big moment for Chris Hipkins last week.
I don't even feel it, to be honest.
What is he talking about, Tom?
I was there with him. We got 2-for-1 Brazilians. He didn't feel it. I was like, no!
I don't think that's what he is talking about there. Laura.
He got the COVID-19 vaccine, and he could barely feel the 5G going in.
OK, I will pay you for the first half of that answer, Laura. And after he jumped the queue, what do people call him?
Just a little prick.
Transport Minister Michael Wood was under pressure.
Is it actually going to happen?
Yes.
What is going to happen, Laura?
The arrival of the Vinger bus. It's coming, and everybody's
It's a long
jumping.
time coming. Ben,
Is it one of those Avatar sequels we've been waiting like 20 years for?
is it happening, Tom?
Is it the light rail to the airport?
It is indeed. The points are yours. Judith Collins was on the defence.
I've publicly gone out and I've criticised Hamilton City Council back in 2013.
Criticised them for what, Ben?
Is it not setting up an STD clinic that's got like a sheep drench? You just get through a lot more people.
Wow. Nowhere near the answer, Laura.
They voted against having fluoride in the water at one point.
Indeed. She's come out in support of the bill after reports her party might oppose it. The Prime Minister of the Cook Islands has been having big talks.
We're on a text basis with each other right now.
What's that all about, Vaughan?
Is it the gym? You know, when you don't go for a couple of weeks and they like, shame you about not going for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they text you like, hey, we miss you.
Hey, Fatty, are you alive?
Not talking about the gym. Ben.
Talking to Jacinda about the travel bubble.
Points are yours, Ben Hurley. Emails from Jacinda Ardern are making headlines.
On January 21, the Prime Minister said she wanted a practical solution to the issue.
What was she talking about, Tom?
Folding fitted sheets.
Not quite. Vaughan?
This was about the Wiggles getting into MIQ,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Indeed. Yeah, the points
Is
are
that like a
yours.
spy place?
MIQ?
Yeah.
Like get the Wiggles into the spy.
That is not a James Bond I would watch.
Neither. Auckland's mayor was excited on Thursday.
More than 1 billion viewers. There's nothing bigger that we've ever had in New Zealand.
What's he talking about, Tom?
The Shortland Street Christmas cliffhanger.
I don't know, they get some good numbers, don't they, Laura?
They're releasing Lynn Brown's sex tape. Some New Zealand cities are going to host the FIFA Women's World Cup.
Indeed. 4 New Zealand cities will be hosting games for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. Points are yours. There was a big Easter in Timaru.
It's a part of Kiwi heritage, aren't they? Like fish and chips.
What's he talking about, Laura?
They're going to smoke some weed and kiss their cousins.
Not that part of our heritage. Vaughan?
That was like a Holden get-together, wasn't it?
It was a Holden car show featuring 140 cars from around the country. Points are yours, Vaughan.
Get together and hold each other.
Gee, that's a bit forward.
Both of you, get out. To the Royals, and reports indicate Meghan and Harry are planning what for the birth of their second child? Bryn?
Are they going to stream it live on Twitch?
Don't think they're going to do that. Ben?
Home birth, I think.
Home birth is correct. Worrying times across the ditch.
But it's where a male stripper went after the party that's put the Gold Coast on red alert.
What's that all about, Tom?
Is it the Wet n Wild theme park?
It is not. Ben?
Well, he attended a fire, and although he was dressed appropriately, he had none of the training.
Not quite. Vaughan?
He went to a hens party and he stripped, and that was in New South Wales, and then he crossed the border back into Queensland.
Indeed. And here is a review from that hens night.
Just a little prick.
It is time now for a break, but we'll be right back with our guest quizmaster, Laura Davis. Ako Akine.
And I just wanted to let you know that
I hate sloppy food.
He wanted his mouth to be, you know...
I reckon he pulled it out of his pants, mate.
He was of majestic size.
No way.
Yay big, yeah. It was a monster.
I think it's harder than it looks.
Who told you that?
We got them to second base.
Oh la la.
Welcome back to the show. Now, Vaughan, big anniversary this week.
That's right, Hayley. I celebrated 17 years with my work wife. Fletch and I have been doing a radio show together for 17 years. 17 years.
That's a long time. And I have to say, at the moment, I, of course, have the privilege of working with you two, and you still get along.
Yeah,
What's
we
the
do.
secret?
I just do what I'm told. Same
Right.
secret to my at-home marriage. But 17 years, the traditional gift is furniture. And I made him a piece of furniture to show, you know, from my heart.
Oh, OK. Let's have a look how that went.
I don't think the video quite captures it, so you probably need to lay your eyes on it in real life.
It looks like an old-fashioned hoverboard.
No, it's a bedside table, you dum-dums.
Well, happy anniversary. It's a long time. Huge achievement.
It's made from one piece of wood. I cut this tree
No, you can
down.
tell. You can tell.
I mean, you wouldn't want to waste 2 bits of wood, would you?
Good effort. Really good effort. All right, team. Time to dive into the life of the rich and famous with showbiz. Jason Derulo shared this interesting video. What are we looking at there, Laura?
The Snyder cut of Cats.
It's not. Tom?
A super spreader event?
No. Brindley?
That looks like a Mardi Gras themed gender reveal party.
That was indeed the pop star's gender reveal party, and it's a boy. Little Nas X is being sued for these shoes. Why? Bryn?
They ugly.
They ugly is true. Not always being sued. Ben?
Oh, they're clearly Luke's.
You didn't steal them, no. Tom?
I know that they've got made with a drop of human blood. Is that it?
Yeah, Nike is suing as he was trying to sell modified Nikes with a drop of human blood in them. And whose blood was it? Fans of Game of Thrones are excited after what has been announced. Tom?
Season 8 was just a dream.
No, that happened. Laura?
Incest is legal in some states.
Not why they're excited, Brindley.
No, they're turning it into a Broadway show.
A Broadway stage show.
Incest the musical.
Yes.
Winter is coming.
Brr, brr, brr. Can you... I can't wait for the song You Know Nothing, Jon Snow. Just a beautiful ballad. You know nothing. Here's a spooky clip.
This package just came in.
Get everybody out of here.
Ooh, what's that all about, Ben?
That's when I get my peaches and cream delivery to the office. You don't want to see what's in there.
Is it the Saw trailer for the new Saw film?
Yeah, so that's the trailer for Spiral, a new movie from the Saw franchise starring Chris Rock.
Yeah, great.
Random.
Weird career move.
What? Doing a film for lots of money?
You're You are totally right. I stand corrected. Nickelodeon has removed 2 episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants from streaming services. Why? Tom?
Biological inaccuracies.
Where? Vaughan?
There's 2 episodes, one where there's a virus, and they're saying that's a little too close to the bone at the moment, and another one where Mr. Krabs, Patrick and SpongeBob steal a woman's underpants.
It is time to bring out our guest quizmaster. TVNZ's Trans-Tasman comedy show Patriot Brain starts this Wednesday night, and she is on Team Australia. Please welcome Laura Davis. Laura, thank you so so much for joining us. Fantastic to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, tell me, Patriot Brains, what's it all about?
Well, it's teams of Australian comedians versus teams of New Zealand comedians answering questions about their own countries, so testing your own pop culture knowledge.
A battle of...
Definitely not minds. but wits.
Yeah, and of course the show is hosted by legend Bill Bailey.
Amazing.
What's he like to work with?
He is a total diva. I don't know. There's a lot of rules. You have to keep your head sort of lower than his at all.
Right.
He's not the tallest, but you sort of had to sort of keep going. You weren't allowed to look him in the eye. He owns my firstborn. Definitely.
Wow.
No, he's very lovely.
And so the show is all about New Zealand history, Australian history. How was your Australian history knowledge before the game, or did you have to study up hard?
Well, other than all of the Australian history they don't like to teach us, of which there is a large percentage, it was okay. It was all right. We went through it. It's sort of the sporting history and things that I don't know who batted what at what point in their careers ever. But I knew some of the songs.
Well, there you go. You're like me in Trivial Pursuits. I'm like, give me those pink questions. Everything else, I'm out. Ben?
I can help you with your Australian sporting history. I can surmise it in 2 words.
Okay.
Underarm, sandpaper.
Yeah.
That's it.
What do you expect from an entire country of criminals?
Indeed. Laura, amazing to have you on the show. Are you ready to ask our contestants some Aussie news questions?
Yes. Now, I'm Bill Bailey.
Look at you sort of shuffled into the role. I like it.
Here's the mayor of Byron Shire Council.
Oh, look, it's a trickle in the North Coast.
What is the trickle?
Tom.
Has it got something to do with his urinary tract?
If you are busting and you're only getting a trickle, it is a sign. Ben?
Trickle is when you get tricked by a pickle.
Sorry.
You think it's a gherkin?
Yeah.
Not on the card, is it? Laura?
I believe it's like a slow vaccine rollout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's trickling it, which is not an effective method. You're supposed to shoot it in the arm, but that's fine.
No. To be fair, Queensland gets a lot of floods, so they've got to be cautious.
Right.
Just a little trickle. Here's the New South Wales Premier, Gladys Berejiklian.
I don't know what other word I can use apart from absolutely disgusted.
What is she talking about?
Vaughan?
How many of her kids' Easter eggs she ate this weekend?
We're all feeling that.
They're in bed, just one.
Not the answer, Tom?
2 girls, 1 cup.
Ben?
Was it an MP like sending sexy text messages to a sex worker while in the house?
Yes, it was.
That's outrageous, but they were very classy messages.
Not fair. I'm sitting in the chamber with a on now.
Wow.
I love the voice actor doing that in the voice booth.
Yeah. Sorry. Not fair. I'm sitting in the chamber with a hard on now. Mine doesn't get beeped out.
A woman in New South Wales has pleaded not guilty to the murder of her boyfriend after she Googled what?
Brinley.
Am I pregnant?
Google that. Vaughan.
Didn't she Google how to get away with murder or how to kill my boyfriend?
Or...
Pretty close.
Yeah,
Pretty close,
that?
yeah. She Googled how to commit murder.
But, Vaughan, that wasn't all.
Googling 11 toxic wild plants that look like food. How to commit murder. Can police see past web history? Can police see deleted text messages?
She may as well have just started talking to the police. Hey, are you getting these?
All right, Laura, thank you so much for joining us. It is time now for a break. You can watch Patriot Brains Wednesday, 8:30 on 2. Ho mai te paki paki. Give it up for Laura! Pretend a global travel bubble already exists and take a trip around the world. Hands on buzzers, kids. Russia has registered the world's first COVID vaccine that is made for what? Brynley?
Putin inside you?
Not quite, Tom.
That's good. Animals.
It is made for animals. Points are yours. A man from the Philippines had a shocking discovery in an X-ray this week. What was it? Ben?
I think he got stabbed and he'd had the knife in him for like a year.
Yeah. He was a victim of a stabbing and the doctors failed to remove the knife and just stitched over it. Oh. It was there for 14 months.
Every time he bent over, stabbed again.
He says that, but I reckon he was smuggling some of them Smeg New World knives. They won't get this off me.
This clip from Indian soap opera Shand Kadakta has gone viral this week.
जो भी इस चांद का टुकड़ा सबसे पहले यहाँ पे लेके आएगा वो मेरा शौहर बनेगा। चांद का टुकड़ा? मतलब चांद को जमीन पे लाना पड़ेगा।
What happens next? Ben?
I don't know, but isn't it like quite relieving to see that soap opera acting is the same everywhere in the world?
It is.
Because that could be Shorty and it would just now go doom 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 doom.
Absolutely. What happens next, Laura?
I know this. And he did the bare minimum romantic gesture. He went up to the moon and got her a moon rock.
Should we take a look?
What one?
Just a bit of moon rock to warm a woman's heart. Look at that.
See, where's the Shorty Street budget for that?
I know. Points yours, Laura. To New Mexico, where something exciting is coming.
To wonder what lies above. To dream of what awaits. To imagine what it feels like.
Dramatic. What is that about, Laura?
To take your bra off at the end of a hot day.
You're not wrong, but you're not right, Tom.
Is it commercial space flight?
Indeed, Virgin revealing their passenger spacecraft, the VSS Imagine. These London high school students were making themselves heard.
We want change! 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 We want change!
What change do they want, Brynley?
The bus driver wouldn't break their $50 note.
Legally, they have to. You know, not the change they're after here. Ben.
Was it a racist school uniform rule?
They're protesting a racist uniform policy. Points are yours. The Duchess of Cornwall received a gift from a robot.
Okay, so I got it here. That's very fine.
What was in the bag, Tom?
Charles's Viagra.
Not quite. No, Laura.
The head of Meghan Markle.
It was not in the bag. Tom.
Hand sanitizer, multivitamins, face masks, and a hash brown.
I will pay you for the first three.
And a dipping sauce?
No. It is time now for an individual challenge. The school holidays are not far away, but we thought it might be time to send our contestants back to school with a test of their spelling in a game we are calling Can You Spell These Words from this week's news? Spelling Bee. I'm going to start with you, Brynley Stent. I'm guessing spelling's not your strong point, Bryn.
No.
Here we go. This week, Germany stopped the use of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. Can you please spell AstraZeneca?
Oh. Can you use it in a sentence?
I think she literally just did.
Hello, doctor. One shot of your finest AstraZeneca, please. AstraZeneca.
Close.
No. AstraZeneca. ECA. Brindley, so close, but I can't give you the points, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Your turn now, Tom Sainsbury. Glenn Close's work in the movie Hillbilly Elegy received the rare distinction of being nominated for both a Best Actress Oscar and a Worst Actress Razzie Award. Can you please spell...
Glenn Close. GlennClose.
Can you please spell Hillbilly Elegy?
Yeah. I can. Okay, no. HILLBILLYELEGY.
The points are yours,
Yes!
Tom Sainsbury. All right, your turn, Ben Hurley.
Okay, good.
Let's head to Iceland, where over 5,000 tourists have flocked to watch the dramatic continuing eruption of a volcano on the Reykjanes Peninsula. Can you spell Reykjanes?
Could you tell me the country of origin of the word?
Iceland.
Oh, Iceland, okay. Reykjanes. Okay. Well, Reykjavik is the capital of Iceland, so I'm going to go REYKNEZZS.
A noble
Oh,
effort,
come on!
REYKJANES.
Yeah. Of course it is!
Yanes. No points for you, Ben.
Okay.
All right, Laura Daniel, your turn now. National Deputy Leader Shane Reti has said the party will support the government's centralisation of water fluoridation if certain criteria are included. Laura, can you please spell fluoridation?
Fluoridation. Hey, Siri.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Fluoridation.
Fluoridation. FLURIDA.
JANES.
No, that's fluoridationis.
RIDATION.
RADAAT. You're incorrect, obviously. It is FLUORIDATION.
That's what I said.
It is not what you said. It was far from it.
In a way.
All right, finally, your turn, Mr. Vaughan Smith. Hopefully this one will be nice and easy for you. Oscar-winning actor Matthew McConaughey has announced he's considering a move into Texas politics. Simple. Can you please spell McConaughey? Famously difficult and famously makes absolutely no sense, to be honest.
C.
Strong start.
I'm going to have another C. Then I'm going to have an O. Then I'm going to have an N. Now, I know the last one's a Y. I've got all these ones to fill. N-A. G. No. G's. Fuck. I've got to start again. M-C-C-O-N-N-A-G-H-E-Y.
No. M-C-C-O-1-N-A-U-G-H, like your own bloody
That's
name.
my own name!
E-Y. No points to you, Vogan. There you go. We'll be right back with pro wrestler Candy Lee Ako Akine.
Ministers Chris Hipkins and Aisha Verrill will be the country's first politicians to
pull their thumbs out of their bottoms.
That's not a good sign on a date.
It is 4 years since Jacinda Ardern promised
2 SpongeBob SquarePants episodes.
I'll look to do it when we start rolling out.
I've no idea what it was about. Students at a Lower Hutt High School could be sent home after...
I was wriggling around on the seat because I had a wedgie.
At school?
Yeah, it's actually deadly.
Let's go!
Have you been paying attention? Our guest quizmaster is standing by, but first, Brynley, Comedy Fest time.
Yes.
Tell me about your show.
Yes, I've been very, very lucky to be nominated for the prestigious Billy T Award.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. And yeah, this is my show, Soft Carnage. It's a sketch and mime show. I'm trying to bring make mime cool again.
Bringing mime back, baby.
Yeah, and yeah, obviously the poster is heavily photoshopped. Namely, the colour of the jersey was pink.
Give us a bit of mime. Show us how cool it is. Oh no!
No, I can't make it cool right now. I'm sorry.
Where can we buy tickets, Bryn?
Oh, you can buy them at Little Andromeda for the Christchurch season, or just Comedy Festival website for the Auckland season.
Indeed, lots of good shows to see around, guys. Get amongst it. All right, team, hands on buzzers. A few more quick questions. A warning in the Coromandel.
People should be aware of the things that are in the water, and this is something novel. This is something new.
What is he talking about? Brynley?
Sea monkeys are back.
They are not. They are not, and they are not real. Tom?
There's baby sharks floating around, isn't there?
Ah, juvenile great white sharks, in fact, around Bowen Town. Great week for this Rangiora baker. What happened? Laura?
They made a lot of dough.
She's back! I'm sure they did. A bit more info as to why. Vaughan.
Best hot cross buns in New Zealand.
Named best hot cross bun in New Zealand.
Look good.
Congratulations, Artisan Cafe. 2, Palmerston North. And what are we looking at there, Tom?
That's from my 21st birthday.
Absolutely wild. Ben?
I tell you what we're looking at there, Hayley. That is something where the women have practiced a lot more than the men.
This is often the case. Laura?
I believe that is a rest home doing a flash mob, but if they're doing the flash mob, then who's calling Mike Hoskin?
Yeah, exactly. Indeed. It is time to bring out our next guest quizmaster. She's a pro wrestler making waves around the world. Please welcome Candy Lee. Candy, you look incredible.
Thank you. They said dress casual, so...
Let's start from the top. How did you find your way into wrestling?
So actually Google.
What is it about it? Like when you were watching it as a kid, what got you excited?
I think it was just the lights, camera, action, and the divas. They were like so beautiful. And I was like, I want that for me.
Similarly, that's how I got into this career, but we look very different, don't we? What my life could have been. Laura, Tom.
Can we see a move?
But I don't know it.
Sleep, I mean, just something casual, like sleeper hold, or through the 4 walls of Jericho.
Here we go.
I didn't sell it. Do it again.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I won't hit you for real this time.
Amazing.
That's like the women's special slap number 3.
Oh, the woman's special slap number 3. I liked it.
Wow.
Now, you might hear a lot that people say, oh, you know, wrestling's fake. Wrestling is a sports entertainment. How much of it is sport and how much of it is entertainment?
It's like 50-50. Just imagine Shortland Street, but better acting.
You have a famous final move that is honestly quite incredible. I want us to have a look at it.
Split ends!
Wow! Candy, so that is called the split ends.
Yep. It's a nod to the band as well.
It's a very good name and a very good move. Candy, so fantastic to have you. Are you ready to ask our contestants some sports questions?
Yes, I love sport.
All right, strap on your elbow pads and get in that ring. It is time now for sports. All right, Candy, take it away.
Exciting times at the WWE. WrestleMania is next week. It will be the return of what?
Laura.
The Mac.
It
Not what's coming back. Brindley?
It's like audiences and crowds are coming back.
That's correct.
Yeah.
They haven't had an audience since last March.
Wow.
COVID might be returning too.
This is also true.
Terrible week for All Blacks captain Sam Cane.
Obviously disappointed, but really positive that it's an easy fix.
What's happened?
Ben?
He just realised he's in the Chiefs.
You can see it in his eyes, can't you?
It's an easy fix, though.
Not the answer, is it?
Yeah, not the answer.
Not the answer. Vaughan?
No, is it a pectoral injury? He's given himself an injury that'll last for quite a while.
I don't know what that is, but you're right. Here is Warriors coach Nathan Brown.
I've been coaching for a lot of years and I've never been involved in...
Never been involved in what?
Tom?
Sports. I don't know. I'm just trying. I don't know any of these answers.
It's good to see you pop up in the sports section here, Tom. Nice to see you. Vaughan?
There's a new rule in the NRL. It's like 3 concussions per game and you'll get sent home or something.
Yep, that's the answer.
Yeah.
What's the rule in wrestling for concussions?
It's like one, basically, yeah.
It really feels like it should be the rule in every sport, to be honest.
Meet 12-year-old Liam Hill.
It's pretty cool. Seeing when I beat them, I feel kind of bad because of how old they are.
What is he talking about?
Laura?
He won a dancing competition against some old people at the Palmerston North Plaza.
No, he wasn't there. Ben?
Bowls. He's really good at bowls. So he beat them at bowls, all the old people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That's a bit unfair. They should put an age restriction on bowls.
What, like a minimum?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many concussions are you allowed in a game of bowls?
Here's footage of Turkish football player Alparslan Öztürk.
Oh, he's having an absolute... Oh! A bit of a sort of a Dick Van Dyke move.
What was the phone call?
What was the phone call, Tom?
Has he just been told he's not the father?
I don't believe it's paternity related. Brindley?
He just got funded for his new trampoline shoes.
Not why he's so bouncy. Laura?
He made it onto the team.
Yes, he did. You made it onto the national team.
Yeah.
There you go. Ben?
Sports.
Candy Lee, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a blast. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, a winner will be crowned. Give it up for Candy Lee. Bring it on home with a round of rapid recall. All right, hands on buzzers, start that clock now. All Black legend Richie McCaw has asked his supporters not to purchase what? Ben?
Is it cannabis gummies?
Yes, cannabis gummies that are using his name without permission. Points are yours. What iconic look has been banned by a school in Perth? Laura?
Hats with corks hanging off them.
No. Truly iconic. Brindley?
There's something about Mary hairdo.
That's not quite the do. Laura?
Mullets.
Indeed, the points are yours. Great news for art lovers. The Louvre Museum has just done what? Vaughan?
Photocopied the Mona Lisa so we can all have a Mona Lisa.
Not what they did, Brindley.
Big Louvre sale. 40% off all paintings.
No, they're not doing it. They're not selling them, Tom.
Put them all online, 800,000 of them.
Yes, 480,000 art pieces online for free. Japan's Cherry Blossom Festival hit a new record this year. What was it, Tom?
Claritine sales.
Not the record. Laura?
Most cherries popped.
Not quite. Brindley?
It was like peak cherry blossom season earlier because of, they think, climate change.
Yeah.
Sad.
Earlier than usual, climate change is at it again. It's been revealed 1 in 5 people who breached lockdown restrictions last year were what? One.
Drunk.
Not Ben.
We're the ex-Minister of Health.
Not what happened after they did that, Vaughan?
Prosecuted.
Sentenced to prison time.
Prison time?
Statistics NZ have revealed that by 2030, the population of Auckland could be what? Laura?
Collectively own one house.
You could be right there, Tom.
2 million.
2 million of us. The Swiss Army have announced they will now give female recruits what, Brynley?
A tit punch.
Not what they're giving them, Laura.
A woman's underwear.
Yeah, they've been given ill-fitting men's underwear up till now.
Are the men allowed women's underwear?
Sure, Vaughan.
So progressive.
Joe Biden signed his first presidential proclamation. What was it? Tom.
Transgender Visibility Day.
Indeed, March 31st. Labour has publicly placed blame on New Zealand First for what? Vaughan.
Everything.
I'm talking specifically about, Ben.
That old people smell in the beehive?
Crank a window, Laura.
Delaying the light rail plans.
Indeed.
Yeah.
A New Zealand icon will be one of the opening acts for 660's Eden Park show. Who is it, Tom?
550.
Not them. I do love them. Laura.
Helen Clark telling them to be quiet.
Isn't there? Brynley?
Dave Dobbin.
Sir Dave Dobbin, indeed. Trouble for SpaceX this week. What happened? Vaughan.
Trouble for SpaceX, but great for people who watch rockets explode on YouTube because they had their third one in a couple of months.
Yes, their third rocket mission to fail in 2 months.
Yes.
It's been revealed Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg's parents offered him 2 choices. Go to Harvard University or what, Brynley?
Be sold to the Tiger King.
Wasn't the other option. Vaughan.
Going back to Geppetto's workshop.
Brynley.
Work at McDonald's or something.
Yeah,
Own
own a McDonald's franchise, I'll give you that. The Ministry of Health have recommended a 2.5-week gap between getting a COVID vaccine and what, Brynley?
Downing a bottle of Chardonnay and whoring up the quarantine hostels.
Yeah, probably. Laura.
Get in the flu jab.
Indeed, points are yours. Bunnings Warehouse has just become the official sponsor of what? Tom?
Sausage sizzles.
No. Not quite. Laura?
The housing crisis.
No. Ben?
The NPC.
Indeed. A baby in Iraq has just become the first person to be born with 3 what? Brynley?
French hens.
Not what they were born with. 3 what, Vaughan?
Penises.
3 penises, a condition known as triphalia.
Look how shocked it is about it.
Devastating news for fans of Bridgerton over the weekend. What happened? Brynley.
I haven't seen it, but a lot of my friends talk about this handsome man, so I'm thinking he's not coming back.
He's not coming back. Fan fave character, the Duke, played by Reggie Jean John, won't be back for season 2. Oh, that sound brings us to the end of the show. Let's check the final leaderboard. And our winner tonight is Vaughan Smith. Congratulations to our winner, and thank you to everyone for playing tonight. We'll leave you with this reminder of the need to pay attention when you share your home office with a cat.
Day after day, people keep making their way to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Yeah, the latest numbers from the U.S. Border Patrol, more than 60,000 single adults.
Next week, joining Vaughan will be Justine Smith, Chris Parker, Guy Montgomery and Angela Dravid. We'll see you then.